Go.
Okay.
Little words and just get them into a phrase that lets somebody know that you're serious.
What you're on about.
And with the dog, sometimes I just go like that and he does exactly what I want to do because he's used to it.
Yeah.
And I'll point like that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, oh yeah, Mum, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah.
That's great, that, Mum.
Exactly like
Yep. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now before he blows a gasket. Come on then.
So just try being nice and respond. He can understand you when you're being low level voice.
Are you serious? About it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Right. Don't you dare. How about that? I'll practice. I mean, I will practice. Sit down. How about that? Do I have to make my voice sound deeper? I have no idea. Stay. I just go stay. But that hurts my throat. Okay. Go to your place for a week. Good boy. I don't know if you can see him. Mew. So we're outside now, we can relax a bit. My hair looks nice now. I finally got it to look nice. It's been really hard to make it look nice today when my hair really needs washing and it really needs cutting and it really needs like a whole host of things doing to it to make it look any kind of volume or nice shape, because my hair is just looks horrible and flat and stringy. I'm gonna call it stringy. It's where it doesn't all sort of merge together, which it seems to be doing nicely now, but before it sort of like, it just looks like bits of freaking hair just stuck together. It's hot, but I'm wearing my paws because they're cute. Look how cute my paws are. Mew. 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 Good boy. He responded to me going, mew. 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 No mew. Mew. Yeah, Mum. Yeah. What? Yeah. He's taking me off. How I look when I'm responding to it. I'm going like this. But look how cute the paws are. Ain't the paws cute? I'll show you my outfit while there's nobody here. Everybody's disappeared. Well, ain't that something? Well, get out of the way then. Go on, shoo. That's me yelling. Good wee. Mew, 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 mew. Mew, 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 mew. Mew, mew, mew. Apparently I'm a wolf that mews. How about that? I purr too. Right. Sit down. Focus for a change. Go fetch. I want a longer tail. I want it to look, you know, big and bunched, but also long. The one I've got is too, you know, the other one, the bigger one. That's not too heavy. You know, that new one that I bought that's bigger. It's like it's straight, but then it goes like that at the end, so it doesn't really look like a wolf tail. It's more like every other variety of stoat. It said it's a foxtail on the website, but it doesn't look like one. It looks more like a freaking stoat or something. Mew. 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 Oh, ain't that cute? Mew. Mew, mew. Diese ist ein weiblich Livestream. Meow to you too. Mew. Isn't it the cutest? Mew, mew. Mew. Mew, mew. And there's my collar. Somebody said it was a slave collar. It's like, it's not. Mew to you too. I won't be able to wear these for very long because it's very hot, so it's kind of gone humid. My mum's texting me, so while I reply, the live stream might go funny. I don't know, so just stick around. I'll be right back. I just need to reply. Mew, 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 mew. There we go. That was quick. Mew, 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 mew. Isn't it cute, Mew? Actually in. Yes, actually in. I can't reply to her right now through the live stream. Hey, do you find sometimes just things pop into your head? Something just popped into my head, but it's so fleeting, I don't know what it was. But it was familiar and it was really nice. I don't know what it was. Actually in. I don't know. It was weird. I love Mew. Mew, mew, mew. Oh, see, my hair looks so much better when it's big. It looks horrible when it's all flat and shit. All flat and shit. I needed to tease it a heck of a lot. I had to backcomb it about 3 times to get it to do something. Oh, I need it cutting. When it's cut, it'll be better. It'll look nice all the time. Instead of just occasionally like now. You may now reply. Okay, just stick around. Remember, guys, stick around. Oh, shoot. How do I get rid of it? Mew, 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 mew. Or not. Well, I just replied to you. Now she's just replied with... Oh. Okay. I just heard somebody laugh. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice angle, this one. I'll try and keep it up as high as possible. Mew. Why didn't you approach? Why didn't I approach? He was out the freaking door. Sorry. There we go, that's me yelling. You missed the dog. He tripped up. Oh, that was so funny. He tripped up over nothing. He just... he just wasn't looking where he's going. He was looking up and then suddenly went forward. It was so funny. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. That was funny. Do it again. That was funny. He just went forward. Oh my god. He doesn't like being laughed at. Look at his body language. He doesn't like it. Can't help it though. Look at the eyes. The eyes are like, what the hell? Stop laughing at me. I can't. Oh, I'm mewing. Go. Wow. Try that sound. Wow. Wow. That sound is the sound that big fluff and fluffers make. They're cute. You know, the one with the cutest paws. Fluffers has got the cutest paws. Oh, and he also makes this noise. I can do it good today because I've got loads of guitar, so I can only make that noise when I've got guitar. I don't know what the heck that noise is. I can't even describe that noise. You know, you probably don't know, but I've created a new species. I have mentioned it before, but have I mentioned that I have made like a document, like a Google document thing? Oh, it's my mum again. A Google document about containing all the information you need to know about, you know, falcon wolves, my new species, and I tried to describe that noise. Oh, she's come out because I'm not replying. She's come to get me. Hide. How would you describe that noise? Seriously, you're not moving? That normally makes you move. Oh, I think it's cute. And so it makes that noise and ow and mew, mew. Fluffers wants feeding. Aww. Fluffers is so cute. He does want feeding. You know, Big Fluff is his father, and he's really fat. And he eats all the time. He gets fed probably one bowl of food after the other, after the other. Mew. Sorry about that. You know me. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so I think my mum must have been watching my live stream because she heard me yelling. She's probably in the living room and she can hear me through the open window. Because I remember I yelled, how could I recognize him last minute? He was just about to go out the door when I saw him. It would have been funny if she was watching the live stream, because at that point I was replying to her by yelling into the camera. How should I know? I don't even know if it really was him. I just recognized the person and I thought, wait a minute, that looks like person. And I thought, wait a minute, that looks like him. Mew, 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 mew. So I'm Fluffers. Mew. Fluffers is so cute. Not really. I don't really tell her about my live streaming and stuff. I mean, she knows about it. I mean, she knows I do videos and stuff on YouTube. She doesn't understand exactly what I do, or I don't think. She just says I shouldn't be doing it. You know, because she doesn't like... She doesn't really like the idea of me showing off my belly and stuff. Oh my god, what the hell? What's wrong with her throat now? What did he catch? I'm not wearing my paws now because, well, I need some air. It's a bit hot. Excuse me. I'm not playing with the dog too much because he's probably exhausted by now, and you know, I don't want to overheat him, do I? I don't want to overheat myself, so I'm having a rest. Keep hearing a noise. Oh, right. It's that house over there. It's typical. I look my best and no one's here to see it. That's disgusting. What you doing? What a shame if there were people in the... Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Might go inside and get my... Yeah, break my screen instead. I'll do that instead. Yeah, I'll do that. That's better. That's an even better idea than what I was gonna say. One person. That sucks, doesn't it? Oh, I want to put my paws on because I feel more comfortable with my paws on because they're so cute. One of these days I want proper paws. I want little black paws. Maybe with pink pads like these, so they stand out. Black paws. Black paws. Maybe with white or silver nails, you know, claws. Mew! I want... Oh, black nails. It could be black nails. Mew! By the way, I've been thinking of making the GoFundMe account just for that. Just for... I'm not going to... I mean, unless anybody wants to, I'm not going to get them to pay for my fursuit legs, but I just would appreciate it if they help paid off that extra money that I'm having to pay now, this 140. I don't think that's a huge goal, really, for GoFundMe. So I was wondering if you know, maybe people could help me out just with that bit, just that extra. I wasn't expecting that charge, you see. I mean, it's my responsibility and I'm willing to pay for the actual fursuit legs. Because, I mean, like I say, at the time I thought I had the money to buy them. But I was not expecting to pay this extra 150 or whatever it is. It's either 40 or 50, I can't remember. I think just to be safe, maybe the goal for the GoFundMe should be just be 200 or something, just to cover everything. Maybe the postage as well. I don't know. It would cover that extra charge anyway. Oh, I just wasn't expecting it. My mum is going to be furious as well, probably, if I pay that. So, I mean, I can't. Like she said, I should just, you know, not pay and they'll just send it back to the sender. But I've had that made, you know. I can't do that now. And if I ever wanted anything from that particular seller in the future, they'll be like, no, because you had me make it and then you didn't want it. So they won't give you a refund, will they? So they would just be getting the money and I'd be getting nothing in return. That would just be preposterous, wouldn't it? So I can't do that. That's stupid. That's madness. They wouldn't give me a refund now after they've done all that hard work making them. But I know now I shouldn't have done it. I just shouldn't have had it made by them because they're too expensive. Maybe I should have tried to find a cheaper fursuit legs maker. Somebody asked me last on the last live stream, was it Digitigrade? Yes, it was. I forgot to mention. It was Digitigrade legs. It's weird, really. They didn't tell me that they were sending it. I mean, I assume that that's what it was for, this extra charge thing when I got the letter. But I didn't know for sure because they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me that it was finished and they were going to send it. I thought they were going to keep in touch. That's what they said they were going to do. I sent you some money when I get paid. Oh, that'd be nice. Thanks. So do you want to do it via PayPal or GoFundMe or what? There's Patreon as well. Yeah, this sucks. I'm kind of worried about this because my money's already dwindled. In fact, no, that's not right. But I was thinking then at first, I was thinking if I pay for this money, all my money will have just gone completely. This extra charge anyway. Like I say, I've already paid for the fursuit legs and had money left over, but with this extra now, it's going to take away all my money. And I was not expecting this. I was expecting just postage and packaging, which was included when I purchased, because you have to purchase it, you know, it's not like one of those deposit things where you put down a deposit, then they get stuff, then they make it, then you keep like paying it off. It was not like that. You give them the whole lot all in one go, because it was on the, you know, their Etsy store thing. So Etsy store. So when you say buy, you know, you purchase whatever, at the end it tells you what the postage and packaging, and it was 60 quid, I think. So that was already factored into that bit. I wasn't expecting this extra 140 or 150 or whatever it was. So that's what I'm just looking to get funding so that I can pay that. I mean, if you want to help pay off some, if you want to help me pay off some of the fursuit by sending me money as well, that would be also very appreciated. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't expect anyone to pay for the whole thing for me. But maybe just like even a quarter would be fine. But if not, then just that extra charge, just that 150 or whatever for this extra thing that I wasn't aware of. Because I've been I feel like I've been bamboozled, like no one told me. Maybe they didn't even know, the seller people didn't even know. I don't know. Yeah, there's two, now I know there's 2 mistakes I've made, but it's like too late, I can't do it. It's not like I'm going to be buying another fursuit legs, but I will be probably getting a fursuit head done one day when I'm rich, because I'm really, you know, struggling now, so there's no point in buying anything else now, so I'm going to have to stop buying stuff now because I really have to save up. I used to be rich and now I'm not. It's terrible. When I first bought that thing, I was rich, and then suddenly, just nothing, barely anything in my account now. It's terrible. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Oh yeah, so the 2 mistakes I made was, one mistake was I should have gone with a British fursuit maker, because then I probably wouldn't have got that custom charge. So that's one mistake. And 2, I should have kept looking for a cheaper seller in the first place. So cheaper and from Britain. Because I did find one that was from England, but they were more expensive, and there was some other... oh yeah, they wanted me to do a duct tape dummy. And I can't do one of those because it takes like about 3 people to do that. The person who told me about it said that their mum helped them with that, but I just don't know. I don't think my mum would do that. I don't think she'd be willing to do that. I don't know. Like, even if I said, Mum, can you do this? She'd probably say yes. I can hear her. I don't know that you can hear her, but let me know if you can. I can hear her from the open window. Yeah, so if I ever want the rest of the fursuit made, I suppose I would just go with a British seller. And then I wouldn't be getting these stupid custom charge things. So in future videos and live streams, I will put the link in the description of my GoFundMe thing. It's a very small goal amount, I think, that it will be. I'm just gonna do 200, I think. 250 is fine, but I'm just gonna do 200 just in case anybody wants to just help me pay off, like, even a fucking 1/10 of the fursuit legs. But like I say, they don't have to. Just that 150 or something. I don't know. It depends what people are willing to do. I'm not going to force anybody to do it. So, and it also you won't be doing it for nothing either, because in return I can do belly videos, or I could do art. So it won't be. It's not like I'm just like begging for free money or anything, for nothing. I will be, or I could do an animation. That's another one. I'm not brilliant at animation yet. I'm just like learning how still. I'm still learning. I know how to do it now. I mean, I know how to do it. And I've done a few animations, but, you know, I'm still kind of amateur. So I could do you just like an amateur animation, art, or I could do a song, because I can play the piano. So I could use my talents to reward people for any donations they give. So, because I have been accused on this thing of begging, you know, being an e-beggar or whatever. That was for an eBay video where I was advertising. Now people have to advertise, don't they? Otherwise no one find you. But I was advertising the stuff I was selling on eBay, and for that I was called an e-beggar. Could we do a video? Haha. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's funny, I don't really like these video chat things, but I'm quite willing to do a live stream and talk to people. But I actually find these video chat things quite uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know why. It's weird. But yeah, I will do that. Well, if people want to give me money for free, that's also fine, but I just don't want to be accused. I do not want to be accused of, although what the fuck do I care? I don't really care, but I don't really want to be accused of being an e-beggar. There's somebody loitering outside, I think. I don't know, I can see movement. But I think they're on the other side. I don't think they're on this side. I don't think they're outside the gate. I can see them. I'm actually pointing this thing at them, so it looks like I'm videoing them, but I'm not. I'm looking at myself. Yeah, I can see something red moving around the Bell End Boulevard. I already back you on Patreon. Yeah, I know you do. That's great. I still have to colour in your picture. Don't worry, I'll colour in the drawing as well. I did. Because you know, I mean, I'm not a beggar, right? I'm trying to actually start a career, but the career involves art and animation, and I'm even thinking about doing a comic as well. You know, like you could do a web comic. There's loads of them. I'm not really focused enough to do one, but I will get round to it. I have already started. My comics are just like really short comics, I suppose, not like a big long-winded one like you get from these webcomic people. They're just like short little ones that I do. Like you might take a few pages, like maybe 3 or 4 pages or maybe more. I'm still working on it though. I see as an investment. It is. People are investing in me, that's all. Bloody e-beggar. How very dare people call me that. And so what? I mean, you know, beggars on the street, I mean, they have fallen on hard times and they need something to get them started. I'm pretty sure if these beggars, like real beggars, got money, they would probably put it to good use and maybe they'd get a job and then they'd save to buy a house or something. But they just need that kickstart, you know? That's what I want. There is actually a site thing called Kickstarter, isn't there? Kickstarter.com. I want to be kickstarted for starting my career. I know this is probably not a good idea, but I have my thumb in many pies. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but I've got like, you know, lots of people do that, don't they? They have like several different things they do to earn money. So for me, it's art, music, animation, comic. So, you know, I'm thinking about doing it. So it'll just be like individual artworks. Then it'll be a comic where there's a story. I'm also writing a book, which is like, it's all the same stuff. You know, the comic will be about the same characters. The book will be about the same characters. The drawings are of the same characters. Because I, with all my heart, love all of my characters that I've created. I love them so much. I love them a lot more than I love already established characters in already established cartoons and stuff. I have found a couple of comics though that I really like, and I do follow them, and I love the characters in them too. So it's not like I don't support or follow other people that do it. So I have found things that I really love and like, and if I had the money I would support them as well. You know, I would donate to them as well. But obviously I can't keep giving my money away to everybody, so like, you know, on GoFund, I was looking around GoFundMe and I decided to do a search to see if people really did do fursuit fundraising things. So most people that do fundraising and actually get money on those things, it's always about like charity stuff. Like save up to get my friend or my relative an operation that they need or whatever. So it's always like charity stuff. But I know people do actually, you know, they do, some people do GoFundMes for fursuit, so but I have seen quite a few fursuit GoFundMe fundraising things, and they've got zero. In fact, there was 2 of them that had a very similar, you know, description bit, you know, in the description bit, they both had the same description pretty much. It was, you know, like it means a lot, and I have anxiety and I have depression, so having a fursuit would really boost my confidence and happiness. And they both pretty much say the same thing, and then at the end it would really mean a lot. I can't remember the other bit. There was another bit that they both said, and it was the exact same thing, the same sentence. Well, most people would probably think that's a waste of money to save up for someone to just get a fursuit, but I would do it. I'd be like, well, you know what, I know how much, you know, you can want a fursuit, because I really want a fursuit. So I know how much, you know, they cost a lot of money, and how much someone could want a fursuit but can't afford one. So I would if I had the money, I would quite gladly help someone afford a fursuit. Most people probably don't think it's a good investment. Yeah. I mean, charities are actually quite selfish. If you really think about charities and people donating money or fundraising, it's actually quite selfish in a way. God, go away. Go on. Shoot! Jesus. Anyway. I guess that bee wouldn't leave me alone. Anyway, if you really think about it, most people only invest in charities because it will benefit them too. So, like if they ever got cancer, they might donate to a cancer thing because they think, well, you know, in the future, if I get cancer and the research is good enough, I might get healed. So, stuff like that, you know, it kind of be a bit selfish. So they're thinking, well, I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone because it will also benefit me too, but it'll benefit loads of other people. But probably if it was just going to benefit a load of other people and not them, they probably wouldn't do it. Mwah, ha, ha, ha. I explained it better last night though when I was not on live stream or recording. But it was something else. There was another point I made about that. But yeah, most people will only usually give money to something that they're going to benefit from themselves. Is my point really. By the way, I bit the inside of my cheek so many times. There's a raised bit. It's not like quite a lump. There is a lump there, but there's also like a flap of skin as well. Bloody hurts. To talk, to eat now. But I've bitten it so many times. Always this side, there seems to be a lot more mass of skin or something on the inside of this cheek than this one. That one's smooth. How do you think it always has that thing? How on earth I can see it? It's there. So you won't. Because it's deep in there. There. And I think it's just permanently there because I've just bitten it several times. I think once every day I've bitten it at some point. Today I was eating pom bears and I bit it. Every time that I'm eating I bite the damn thing. So now it's so sore. I can't stop biting this stupid thing. Help. Oh, I forgot to bring out my chocolates. I was going to eat the chocolate while I was out here. I had a dream about that. What is that noise? That's weird. Sounded like a ripping. Oh, I'd better reply to my mum. Oh, I burped. Well, I put Bonjela on. Oh, driving me insane. I keep just like kind of hitting it with my teeth. It's so painful. Oh yeah. So yesterday, was it yesterday that I live streamed? I can't remember. Anyway, I think it's if I did live stream yesterday. Yeah, I did. It was before I live streamed. I forgot to live stream it actually, but yesterday I went to the park with. Duh. My God, shut up. We went to the park. I took the dog, and before we even got to the park, I encountered, one person with two dogs, and he lunged at them. So he's still not great around dogs. Ugh, one thing replaced with another. So I was actually quite disappointed yesterday. And after all that was said and done, I was quite exhausted. Because I had to get up really early yesterday, so. And then I think I shouldn't have done that because I think that was the final straw. Shut up! It was the final straw going to the park. It was too much. And because the dog was so, like I'd give him, I watch Caesar Milan and stuff, so I do the corrections that he says to do, which is like a short, sharp tug on the leash to correct the dog. Well, it's really hard to do that, but I did do that, but he still continued to lunge at the dog, so I had to actually yank him back. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it was like he just wouldn't stop. So I had to be rough with him, which I didn't really want to have to do, but I had to do it. God, he'd been a pain. And then every dog we met after that, he just kept doing it. There's that thing that he does where his ears are all the way up and he's like that. And like I say, I try to correct him, but he just completely ignores the corrections, so of course I get mad. I mean, I try not to. It's just like an automatic reaction, really. I can get quite rough, and at that point I don't give a shit. But I mean, you have to sort of muster up all this strength with the dog. Haha! Oh my god, that dog's really anxious. It's squeaking and whining. That would not be a good dog for him to meet. It's funny, really, the dogs that he lunged at, they were actually quite calm themselves. You know, they practically ignored him. Usually he's okay with calm dogs, so I don't understand why he was like that today. I wish I could get him to the point where he's more socialised and he just went past dogs and ignored them, or was just, you know, more friendly, like he'd approach them more friendly, in a more friendly way, rather than lunging at them. I mean, I don't know if he'd actually attack them or he just wants to play with them, but to me it feels and seems aggressive to me, you know. Because normally if a dog's just like excited and just whatever, they put their ears back, don't they, and they just wag the tails and kind of do this, you know. But he was like that. You start by staring at them, and of course at that point you're supposed to correct the dog when they're like in that mode where they're focusing and they're just not, you know, what's that word? There's a word, fixating. They're fixating on that dog. So he starts by doing that, and I do all the tugging and the tugging and the tugging. But he makes sure he continues to keep the focus. I'm just like a little inconvenience and distraction, my tugging. But then when he gets close, he finally gets to do it, you know, when they're going past. So, and like normally my natural instinct is to sort of avoid them, like go out into the road, like cross over or go back. But I don't think he's supposed to do that, because that's like avoidance, and he's supposed to be making them face it, you know, face it and correct them and stuff. So I was trying to do that, but it doesn't work, because every time he passes a dog, he reacts exactly the same way. So it would be helpful if I could get these people to sort of keep going back and forth, and I could keep correcting him every time until he finally got it into his thick skull that it's not acceptable to do that, to react that way. So, but you know, it's not like on the Caesar Man show where they get them, I don't know, somehow get them to do that. You don't see them like approaching them and going, can you help us out by going back and forth? It just kind of just happens. Sometimes on the show they have like somebody there that's part of the crew with a dog to keep going by, so they can practice correcting the dog every time. But sometimes they also use just normal people on the streets that are nothing to do with them. They somehow get them to help them out, participate. But I feel like if I did that with somebody, I'd have to have like a long-winded freaking conversation with them. Because you just like don't do that. You just don't approach just random people, do you, and go, can you just walk your dog back and forth for me, please? It's like... So it's kind of hard to teach him. We don't come across that many dogs. When I go walking around, we don't really come across that many dogs. But this day, there seemed to be quite a lot. First of all, before we went to the park, and then while we were at the park, of course, there was lots of dogs everywhere. But it's not enough. There was still not like enough dogs. Because it's not like America where they have dog parks. It's just a normal park, and it's just like the odd owner and dog dotted around. So it's not really a dog park. It's just a regular park that people bring their dogs to as well, you know. So there was a few around and about, but they were like not close enough to sort of be going past. I would sort of take him in the direction of dogs. Like I say, he was just not really the right situation. I have had him meet a couple of the neighbours who have dogs. And of course, unfortunately, the little dogs. And I know he doesn't like little dogs, but he doesn't like them the most. He dislikes them the most. Oh, usually when we're stood around, if I'm like chatting to the person, he's all right, you know. After I first correct him, you know, like the first time they meet and he tries to lunge at them, but then I give him a correction and get him to sit down and he's fine then, or he'll just stand there. Well, I know they're just like that, but you can train them to stop doing that, so. I don't actually know why he attacks dogs. He's never had a bad experience with dogs before. Every dog he's met in his life has been friendly. So he had his brother, and we had our friend's dog, Sandy, the German Shepherd. He got along splendid. So his early memory was of dogs, you know, being around dogs, you know. But then they went away, you know, they stopped bringing the dogs. But then it seemed like not that long after that, he became dog aggressive. I mean, we didn't actually have him meet any other dogs as such, but like if they were going past the gate, he'd go crazy. And he'd go to the gate and he'd start barking and just like running around with his hackles around. And he looked like he was ready to fight. And you know, even if he could smell them a little bit away, like if they were just turning the corner, like down that street over there, you know, he could smell them and he'd start running around in anticipation. I've got him to stop doing that. So if there's a dog around, he's not bothered as long as he can't see them. If he can see them, he will go. He'll start staring at them. He'll fixate on them. But if they're far enough away, I can get him to ignore them. But as they come closer and closer, that's when he gets to a point where he wants to lunge at them. Now, unfortunately, I do get a little bit nervous, which you're not supposed to do, because that also sends a signal to him that I am nervous and stressed. So, you know, he associates that with me being scared of the dogs that are approaching. So he will attack them because he thinks I'm scared of them. But really, actually, I'm just more scared about his reaction more than the actual dog. But you know, he doesn't know that. But I do correct him every time, though. I try and correct him before he gets into because I know he's going to react. So I will just automatically, because I know he'll stare at them. So when he's in that point where he's just staring, I tug on the lead. And then he still does it anyway. It'd be nice if I could talk to Caesar Milan. That would be a useful person to talk to, but I suppose he's hard to get hold of. I'd like to say my dog's a pain in the ass. So I suppose after his early memories of dogs, he's not been very socialised. Because after that we had nobody that has dogs for him to sort of socialise with. It's funny, I'm not very socialised either, and I don't go around lunging at people, do I? I don't go out in the street and see a person and just start lunging at them like he does. It's just so strange. He was fine with Adam's dog as well. Adam brought his dog here and we had them meet and he was fine. But then again, his dog is huge. I don't think he would be so stupid as to lunge at a big dog. The dogs he usually lunges at are smaller than him. Even bulldogs, pit bulls, just anything that's smaller than him. But those dogs that we came across yesterday, they were all smaller. They weren't little dogs. They were, you know, they were smaller than him though. They were like I say, bulldogs and stuff like that. And there was a couple of terriers, a couple of, I think they were like pit bulls or something. I'm not sure. I don't think they were pit bulls, but they were sort of similar. So I think he's better around big dogs. So I thought that's odd because we don't really come across many big dogs. It's always little dogs. The best type of dog for him to meet would be a big dog that's calm and well behaved. A big dog. Yeah. Yeah, he just played with Adam's dog that he was quite happy. But I think he realised that this dog could probably eat him. So I think he weighs up the situation and decides whether he wants to freaking lunge at them or not. But I remember I brought Rufus in here, the little dog, and he tried to lunge at him. So yeah, it's just little dogs, anything littler than him. He's a bully, that's what he is. He just goes for those who are littler than him. He's a fucking bully. Okay, well, I'm going to stop the live stream now because it's been 50 minutes now, so I'm going to stop. And I won't be live streaming until next week, so see you later. Come on, stop.